Work commenced this week on a reservoir to hold 300 million gallons of water for the 5,000 soldiers serving at the Australian Task Force base at Nui Dat in South Vietnam. A semi-perennial stream which feeds into the Sui Ba Ne Creek during the wet season is being dammed by the construction of an earth wall. In charge of the project is the Task Force base engineer, Major Rex Rowe of Red Cliffs in Victoria. Rex, why are you building the dam?
The primary purpose of the dam is to provide an all-year water supply for the base. The existing water supply is provided by a series of deep boreholes, and of course during the latter stages of the dry season these have a tendency to dry up. So what we are going to ensure is that in the future we'll have a more permanent all-year water supply for the base.
How long will the project take to complete?
Should take about 8 to 10 weeks. Of course, we are limited by the monsoon season. We must get the project completed by the beginning of the monsoon season, which will start in about 8 weeks' time.
Will specialist soldiers be employed?
Oh yes, the surveyors over here are National Service soldiers who are getting excellent practical experience for when they return to civilian employment. And of course, one field squadron, an engineer squadron in the base, has been tasked to do the job.
And will the dam assist the local population?
Indeed, yes. When the Australian commitment in the theatre is completed and we hand this area back to the local authorities, this will be most useful to them for irrigation purposes and for recreational purposes. Oh yes, they will find this a most useful acquisition to the area.
What effect will the dam have on the water supply of the townspeople downstream?
In my initial reconnaissance for the dam, I made contact with the village chief of Wa Long, which is about 600 or 800 metres south of the base. And I also had contact with the village authorities further down. And it was confirmed that this would not interrupt their normal water supply, which is also provided by deep borehole wells.
Are there any other ways this will assist the task force?
Oh yes indeed, Ross. The Task Force Commander, Brigadier Pearson, is most anxious that this would be available as a recreational area for the soldiers in the base. This, of course, is provided operational conditions in the area permit. But it would be suitable for fishing and even boating, as I say, if operational conditions permit it.
Wouldn't this pollute the water, though?
Yes, indeed, there is a danger that the water would be polluted, but we've gone to a lot of trouble to relocate many drains in the area to ensure that no effluent goes into the dam, and of course any potable water which is drawn from the dam will be purified by Army equipment, special Army equipment, Patterson water trailers, and of course it has to be cleared by the medical service before it can be consumed.